My mother-in-law has spent years telling my daughter I chose my job over her. My daughter is 14 now, and last week she asked to see my old schedules. I kept every one. Maya cornered me in the kitchen with her laptop tucked under her arm. Mom, can I see your work schedules? The old ones. I set down the dish I was drying. How old? From when I was little. Grandma keeps bringing up stuff and I want to check something. I'd kept every schedule since Maya was born. 9 years of paper stuffed in a plastic bin in the closet, then 5 more years of PDFs. I never threw them out. I don't fully know why. Maybe part of me always knew this day would come. Give me a minute, I said. I dragged the bin down and set it on the table. Maya opened a folder on her screen. She had a second document open beside it. I leaned in and saw it was a list of dates, typed out, with little notes next to each one. What is that? Grandma's stories, she said, not looking up. She tells them so much I started writing them down. Like the one where you missed my 5th birthday because you picked up a shift for the money. She says it every year. My stomach dropped. Maya, June 14th. That's the date, right? She turned the laptop toward me. Can you find June of that year? My hands were shaking as I flipped through the bin. I found the month. I found the week. I ran my finger down the column and stopped. I was off. I said quietly. June 14th. I requested it 2 months in advance. It's marked right here. Maya stared at the paper. Then she typed something. Okay, next one. She says you skipped my kindergarten play because work wouldn't let you leave. The play was in April. I already knew. Because I remembered standing in the parking lot of that school with a bouquet, being told I'd gotten the date wrong. Here, April. Off again. You were off for all of them, Maya whispered. I was off for all of them, I said. She looked up at me and her face was doing something I'd never seen it do. Then why weren't you there? And there it was. The question I'd never been allowed to answer. Because every time I tried, my husband would sigh and say his mother meant well. And could we please not do this again? Your grandmother used to pick you up from daycare, I said carefully. Because I worked days and she offered. And every time there was an event, she'd tell me the wrong date. The play, the birthday party at the pizza place, the recital. I'd show up and it was already over. And she'd look at me like I was the one who'd failed you. Maya didn't say anything. She just scrolled and scrolled, cross-referencing 14 years of a woman's stories against 14 years of my paper. She's coming over Sunday, Maya said finally. I know. Sunday, my mother-in-law arrived at 7 p.m. with a casserole and her usual smile. She kissed Maya on the head. There's my girl. Maya didn't smile back. She had her laptop open on the coffee table and the plastic bin on the floor beside her. Grandma, sit down. I want to show you something. Oh, what did you make, sweetheart? It's a timeline. Maya turned the screen around. Every time you told me mom missed something for work, I wrote it down. And mom kept all her schedules. So I matched them up. My mother-in-law's smile didn't move, but something behind it did. Honey, I don't know what your mother told you. She didn't tell me anything. I asked her. Maya pointed at the screen. June 14th, my 5th birthday. Mom was off work. You said she took a shift. She didn't. She was home. Where was the party? That was so long ago, I can't possibly. The play. The recital. She was off every single time. Maya's voice cracked, but she kept going. You told her the wrong days. You told me she didn't care. You made me think my mom picked her job over me for 9 years, and none of it was true. My mother-in-law looked at me. Are you going to let her speak to me like this? She's not speaking to you like anything, I said. She's reading you the dates. I did everything for this family. You did. Maya stood up. You made me hate my own mom. That's what you did. The room went silent. My mother-in-law's mouth opened, then closed. Her hands were trembling around the casserole dish she was still holding. Maya picked up the bin and set it in her lap, wrapping both arms around it like it was something precious. Then she looked at her grandmother. Dead on. You can leave now, and you can take the casserole. Mom cooks for me anyway.